Thank you for engaging Leaders Quest Incorporated, a comprehensive OD consulting team to assist your organization during this transition. Before we provide our assessment, we will provide a brief overview of the situation, including the known and expected issues, followed by the recommendations. Due to recent downsizing and layoffs at the Regional Progressive Insurance Office, 2 claims units, auto and homeowners, have been merged. A total of 6 people were downsized, 3 from each team. The team is reeling from emotions from the recent changes. You have successfully managed the auto claim unit for the last 4 years, but it has been 11 years since you've handled homeowners claims. You've engaged Leaders Quest Consulting Group to help you to create a unified, high-performing team from the 2 separate claims units. In this presentation, we will be outlining our recommendations based on our experience in combining several leadership models. Based on our analysis derived primarily from interviews of key stakeholders, the VP of Claims, you, the claims manager, and interviews of all of the claims adjusters, our group has identified 3 key issues that will be addressed throughout this presentation. The issues are change management, leader knowledge deficit, and finally, team development. The first issue that we will address is change management. Due to recent layoffs and a loss of coworkers, team members are suffering and experiencing, number 1, lack of engagement, number 2, feeling that management doesn't care, and thirdly, uncertainty over the future. Part of our approach to consulting is to pay special attention to the needs of the leader, because our research demonstrates that leaders, their mood and attitude will have a profound impact on a team. We have identified the following issues and concerns that will impact your end goal. Insecurities about the ability to lead the team. Given all of the changes that have impacted you as well, you will have to deal with this separately, so your energy can be positive and impact the energy of the members of the team. You will need to be purposeful in how you show up so that you can provide the appropriate emotions at the appropriate time and to strengthen relationships with each person on the team. Another key issue is technical deficiency. As a first-line supervisor, your technical and human skills are equally important to meeting the challenges as a leader. Since it's been 11 years since you've handled homeowners claims, it will be important that you address this deficit. Your main challenge is the formation of a new team. We've outlined the expected concerns and issues to help you in this regard. First, the need for strong direction and vision. New teams need a strong goal and vision to feel unified. Second, lack of clarity around roles. New teams suffer from lack of clarity around roles and expectations. Third, expect conflict, and this is largely due to personality differences. Another expectation is initial low trust. Fourth, expect and anticipate a drop in performance as you work through these issues. And finally, tap into each team member's desire for growth and development. Based on the issues we previously described, the Leadership Quest Consulting Group has identified 5 key recommendations that will help you to address your goal of creating a strong, unified, and high-performing team. These recommendations address the issues and concerns that were previously outlined. The first recommendation, leadership and team development through emotional intelligence. The second recommendation is change management using the emotional intelligence model. The third recommendation is strategic thinking and championing. The fourth recommendation is a focus on leadership. And finally, specify training to address the issues. Our first recommendation is to use a variety of personality, strengths, and emotional intelligence assessments to impact leadership and team development. We provide Strength Finders 2.0 MBTI assessments with team building debriefs and discussions on how you can build the best team and interact with each other based on the results. In addition to these team benefits, your ability to learn more about leading from a strength-based perspective will help you to become more confident and targeted in your leadership strategy. MBTI leads to a deeper understanding of personalities, both your own and those of your coworkers, opening the aperture for greater emotional intelligence. We recommend that in 3 months, you as a claims manager take a 360-degree emotional intelligence assessment based on the Goleman model. With this information, we will create a learning plan to target those improvement areas for you and your team so you can provide a learning lab environment through the workday. This will afford you the opportunity to establish relationships with your new team members and redefine relationships with former team members. By doing a 360 at this time period, it will provide you the opportunity to gauge your impact that you're having on your team using the emotional intelligence model. A critical component of any change management plan is communication. You should acknowledge the feeling of upheaval, uncertainty that the team is experiencing, and share your vision in an authentic and transparent manner that will help you build trust in your leadership. Expectations and timelines should be communicated clearly so that the team can feel that they are part of the process. Also, and in all communications, stress the fact that you are all a team and each person plays a critical component in the company's future success. Create stories that you can share with the team at appropriate times to reinforce key messages around the change and inspire their commitment. According to Deborah Benton in Lions Don't Need to Roar, she said that although the shortest path between 2 points is a straight line, sometimes a direct, matter-of-fact route is not the one to take. Have one-on-one meetings with each team member to get to know them personally. Identify a favor for each of them that you can ask as a way to form a stronger bond and commitment. Ask a lot of questions. Even if you think you know the answer, ask the team members for their perspective and listen intently. In addition to possibly learning something new, questions create human connections, according to Ben. Collaborate with stakeholders to set goals for the team. It's important to work with stakeholders as well as your team to create goals. This will ensure that everybody has input and has a sense of ownership for those goals. Preach company vision and employee importance. The company vision is the compass that all employees must follow. All decisions are made to further that realization of that vision. Thus, it is important for you to remind the team of the vision and their importance to that vision by weaving it into the decisions and goals. During times of change such as this, employees must shift their thoughts from a fear to vision. Reinforce your team that the company chose to keep them because they are valuable to the vision and mission of the organization. First and foremost, as a leader, you must display confidence. It will be important that you're familiar with your leadership strengths and know how these strengths positively and negatively impact the team. Secondarily, you must act from a position of proactivity and from vision. And third, provide an atmosphere of trust, compassion, and stability. According to Gallup, these 4 components are the most common needs for followers. These components allow employees to feel confident in the direction the organization is moving and to put forth their best effort as a result. Let's talk about training. First, claim manager competency. According to the skills approach, all leaders need to have a combination of technical, human, and conceptual skills. It will be important for you to develop your homeowner's technical knowledge since it's been 11 years since you've handled these type of claims. This can be done through reading, training, auditing, and reverse mentorship. As a first-level supervisor, technical and human skills are equally important. Transition training. Employees will need to find meaning, and as the leader, you will need to help them to cope with what has happened. We're recommending that the team participate in transition training. This training will help them to address their feelings and to express themselves in a very non-judgmental and non-personalized way. We're recommending the training based on the Bruce Tuckman model and also the 5 dysfunctions of a team model. All of this should be wrapped around an understanding of the Goleman emotional intelligence model. Finally, training in leadership. It will be imperative for you as a leader to seek the training and coaching and mentorship that you'll need to help lead your team through the stages of development and to help them to manage the transition in a very meaningful way. So, what did we learn? The members of the Leaders Quest Consulting Group? Number 1, we've learned to play to our individual strengths. Number 2, to support and to trust each other in our contribution. And finally, there are many valuable leadership models, and there's a lot of value in combining and mixing those to make sure you get the result for your clients.